Okay. Whoa, oh my gosh, dust. Time for another month. Let's just get into it. April 1st today. So I think these are the colors. These are my inspo. Pink, purple, green. And also my spring desk mat. So what do I have out here? So I've got my tulip stamp. I've got my stickers. Let's just do it. I'm not really sure. This page is going to be the same. Not sure about the rest, to be honest. I guess April's a smaller word, isn't it? Let's move that over there. And we're going to do pink. Pretty. Oh, I am so jazzed that it's spring. We might be getting snow later this week. So I don't know about that. That's not feeling super cool. Even as a lover of snow, it's like, alright, but I've made the switch. Keep up, Mother Nature. So we shall see. I don't know, it might not quite affect where I am. It might be more up in like the mountains. I can hope and dream. Ugh, I don't know how I did on that. It's fine. That is fine. Ooh, oh my gosh, wait, I did that. It's so nice. Go me. Okay, so I really liked what I did last month where I made like a little box. What did I do? I still haven't filled it out. But I made my video, so I have a way to fill it out. So it's fine. It's fine. Okay. So I think let's do it in the green. Start it down here. Did I do it in this green last month? I think I did actually. I really like this color green. Now this should be an interesting month in this regard, because at least as of right now I don't really have a set plan for decks. I like doing the... Ooh, did I have enough sparse for this? Not quite, but that's okay. I like doing the capsule themes from Tara and Kelsey. And so I'm gonna follow that, but I'm feeling like the way I'm gonna follow that this month is not really having a plan. So, I don't know. A little up in the air in that regard, but that's okay. Now what okay, I wrote it on the inside. Should I do that in purple? Yes. Yes. Ooh, that's really light though. Eek. That might be too light. Maybe I should use this mild liner. Okay. Cool. Let's stamp. I've got my pink ink. We're gonna do the tulips. I'm really hoping my tulips flower this month. They're up. Maybe I should have done... I have blue tulips. I'm very excited about it. But I feel like pink is kind of the classic. Ooh. Yeah, I like that. Okay, neat. I do really like pink tulips. I think if my tulips do well, this year I might get some more bulbs in the fall for next year and get some pink ones because I just really do like the pink. Okay, so I'm gonna add more over here, but like I want to think about this because usually I do my cards of the month and then the animal of the month from Tegan's Animal Gnosis, but I've been finding as just part really of the burnout I'm going through, I'm finding it really hard to really just engage in many extra practices. So I'm thinking that what might be helpful this month is really, there's an ant. What are you doing here? Go back to where you came from. Come on. I don't want to hurt you. Okay, there we go. Just giving myself full permission to just not. I'm still part of her membership because I really like it, but, you know, just one of those things. I'm wondering, though, I probably could use a full page on my cards of the month because I feel like I was finding that half the page, I was like really having to be selective with what I wrote. So perhaps that's the solution, is I just use the full page. I think that's a good idea, actually. Let's do that. Let's get our C. I can never remember how I write this cards. Okay, that makes sense. Cards of the month. How I write it from month to month. I just cannot seem to remember. Whew. Okay, we made it. We fit it in. Not the neatest, but it is what it is. Alright. Okay, cool. I'm liking that. Ooh, you know, I've got a tulip rolly stamp. That would be pretty. It's one that goes upwards, I think, so maybe I'll do it. Yeah. So pretty. Oh, that was a good one. I haven't perfected my use of these because, like, this is the first time I really got, like, a straight line, and then I don't know. I don't apply enough pressure and stuff, but that was a good one. Isn't that so? They're so fun. So it's okay that I don't get it perfect, but I've been trying to get the hang of it. Alright, let's do some stickers. So I have some really cute stickers I've gotten recently. Ooh, maybe I should do the basket of sweet peas because I just planted mine. So that could be pretty. Yes, yeah, it's there. It's there now. What else? Ooh, maybe I'll do these. Or wait, let's do this one because it matches the purple. Ooh, yes. Yes, that's pretty. Alright, anything else I want to put here? Or should we open the cards of the month? Oh, we could put the Tulip Fairy. That'll be pretty. Yeah. I love these Flower Fairy stickers. They're just so cute. Okay, perfect. Let's leave that there so it doesn't get so full. And let's get my envelope. The most exciting. say this every month now, but like this has just been my favorite. I just want to do my readings like this every year. So until like, you know, an idea that excites me more comes around, this has just been so good. So good. So let's see what are our cards for April? The suspense. All right, we've got Grandmother Tortoise, Equanimity. I'm so bad with like the words that end with like M-I-T-Y. It's like the Finding Nemo when he's trying to say anemone. Equanimity. Sacredness in pause. Practice patience on purpose. No momentum loss. Oh, that feels so perfect. And then with strength. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna take my pictures of these, get them printed out, and I'll be back to look at these guidebooks. Okay, got my cards. So let's do, yeah, that looks good. Cool, cool. Such a beautiful strength card. Oh, I didn't bring over a pen. What color do we want to use? I've got a green one. A green inked in that. Cool. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm making a lot of noise. Apologies. So this is a blue. Let's find tortoise. Okay. Oh my gosh, turtle. Squeeze me. It's a turtle. Grandmother Turtle glances up during a pit stop of her trip down the river. Still partway in the water, she props herself on stones for a rest. She greets us head-on, simultaneously composed and defying doubt in her entitlement to pause, whenever and however she wants. During this era of instant gratification, with products marketed to us on the strength of their speed or ability to save us time, and with reams of information readily available 24/7, many of us are restrained by and yet worship multitasking. There is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to make the best use of our time or to accomplish, learn, or produce more. Yet our lack of practice and patience may make us quick to anger or frustration in delays. Grandmother Turtle asks you to see the beauty in the wait. Every seeming setback offers a chance to notice the sky, take a deep breath, or close your eyes for respite. Even better than surrendering to a forced pause is creating one yourself on purpose whenever you need it. Oh, I love that. Okay, so what I want to write down from that is what was bolded, for sure. And then that line I just read. So good. Alright, so we've got Grandmother Turtle asks you to see the beauty in the wait. And then even better than surrendering to a forced pause is creating one yourself on purpose whenever you need it. Oh, so good. Okay, yeah, I'm liking all this space because I wouldn't have been able to probably write that second part otherwise. So, love that message. That feels so perfect already. Now let's look at strength. It's so funny, it feels like I've pulled this card already, but it's because the Six of Swords had a whale too. So I think that is interesting. I should look and see when I had, that was in February, I want to say. Interesting. Chariot, strength. Okay, so the bolded message here is, I am supported. My strength is a precious piece of the cosmic whole. Now I'm gonna skim because this one has a lot more writing. So maybe I'm gonna skim this and then I will come back to share what I have written here as like the highlights. Okay, so such a good, this book is so good, but in the there's an upright and reverse section. In the upright, there was some questions posed that I really liked, so that's what I ended up writing down. So it was, how can I invite patience and compassion into my life? So cool with how that relates to Grandmother Turtle. Then, when situations arise, do I tend towards being reactive or proceeding with wisdom? And do I feel in touch with my inner guidance? I just felt like, I don't know, those were good questions for me to kind of come back to throughout the month. So I wanted to write those down. Now, we've got some space. Let's look for some more stickers. Or should I do washi? Ooh, you know, I do have this snail washi tape, even though it's not a turtle, you know, similar slowness vibe, right? Let's do that. I think that would be fun. Okay. Yes, love that. All right, there's my monthly spread. All right, today's saga is that I'm trying, I really want to film my new deck digest, and I can't find one of the decks. Does anyone ever lose a deck? I feel like that episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. If you are my generation, or if you just are like me and like watching shows aimed for children, you'll know this reference. But the episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody where Mr. Mosby is like, how do you lose a woman? And Cody goes, you forget to cherish her. That's me right now. How do you lose a deck? In my defense, it's a pocket one. But I really like it. I really like it. I was using it a ton. But where? But where? And then I took it to... See, what's making me nervous is I took it to work with me. It just shouldn't be this hard to find. You know what I mean? It just shouldn't. But I don't know where it is. Is that it right? Shut the front door. That was so dramatic of me. I found it. I found it. I remember now. Okay, this was a live look. This was a live look at, the ADHD experience, because I know now that I found it, I know exactly why it was there. I do things with purpose, but I put them places and then I forget. So it's the Extraordinary Incantations, which is very funny because I keep calling it a different name every time I'm thinking about it or writing it somewhere. So I use the notes section in my planner in the oh my gosh, the planners everyone's got. You know the one. I've got the weeks. I can't think of the name of it. But I use the notes section in the back a lot of times for like video planning stuff, because I don't really use that planner much for my video planning because I have this like desk calendar that's dedicated to my videos, but I do use the notes section for some video planning since I have the planner with me at home, and if I remember it, at work too, so it's just like no matter where I'm thinking of an idea. But so I keep a list in there of, okay, once I have filmed one new deck digest, I start a new list, and every deck that comes in I write down. So my point in that is I was looking at the list and I don't, like, I've called it the tiny incantations. On there I had the small incantations, and I think it's just because it's small, but it's not, it's the extraordinary incantations. I was about to seriously, I thought we were gonna go on a journey together because I really couldn't find it. Of when I can't find things, I use Lenormand, and it's always spot on. I don't know that it necessarily helps me really find the thing, but it's like, it's just fun because afterwards, it's like, no, it did really point to where it was. So anyway, so I had it, okay, here's my explanation. I had it in my basket of mini decks because I haven't looked into it yet, but I heard on someone's, oh, I think it was Lisa's collection video, the first one she put up of her, I think it was her pocket decks, that there was a tag that was like my mini decks or something like about mini decks, and I was like, oh my gosh, so fun, I want to do that, even though I think I did a collection video that was dedicated to mini decks, but whatever. So I put it in there because I was like, I'm gonna do that video, and then I didn't. So that's the saga of that. Found it. Very exciting day today. I am, well, I was gonna say planting out my first flowers I started, but that's not true because I have my sweet peas I planted out like a week, 2 weeks ago, maybe, I don't know. But I just feel like I've been, I don't know, like, these felt like they took a lot of extra care, so I'm just really excited about these. It is my snapdragons I'm planting out. I'm so excited. We finally hit a point where this week, or in the 10-day forecast, we officially are like 40s at night. Hopefully I'm not jinxing that, but I wanted to show an update. How can I turn this to, well, can I do that? Hold on. Hello. I am planting some more roses. I ordered more roses. That's the only explanation I have. So I have, I don't know if I'm quite getting my spacing right, but I think it'll be all right. Because I had 3 that I planted a few weeks ago now that are doing great. So from David Austin roses, and so I ordered 3 more, 2 more, the other 3 were shrubs, 2 more shrubs, and a climbing rose to go on. I don't know if I've shown this, but it's a gazebo trellis I got. So it looks like this. That's my bucket. I had them soaking it overnight. So I've got a rose on the other far end we have to remove. That fell during the last storm. Have to remove that today. So ignore that. But then, as you can see, well, maybe you could see, I have the second climbing rose there. So that back one I got last year, and it's like a deep, like peach yellow kind of multi-toned rose. So this one I got here is like a very light pale peach, creamy white almost. So I think it'll be a really pretty juxtaposition. So that's what I'm doing today. Hello. I'm having a lovely Saturday today because, oh my gosh, this is like a, what would the term be? Am I not breaking the fourth wall? That's what I always do, right? I don't know. Is this like tarot tube inception? But I'm joined with Lisa's Unicorn Journey Tarot live Kickstarter launch party. Oh my gosh. I'm full of so much happiness. So much happiness for her because literally backed in under 3, or no, not back, funded in under 3 minutes. I mean, it's not a surprise. Not a shocking surprise, but just like, so cool. It's just so cool. So, I'm having a lot of fun. Just like, literally sitting here, listening to readings, watching the pledges go up. It just, this is so fun. So fun. I don't know, a spoiler. This will be a spoiler because this will be up before that's up. But crazy coincidence is that 20 minutes before this live started, I got a test copy. Oh my gosh, I am so I can't. This was me. I can't even I can't make that happen. I was trying to show me swinging my little feet when Lisa messaged me asking if I would review a copy. Oh my gosh. So exciting. That's a throw up noise in a good way. Oh my gosh, because I was like, what do you mean? Like, me swinging my little feet at my desk. Oh, because I got it at work. I saw the message at work and I was like, oh my. Sitting there with my, I should take a picture to like put in here one day, but I covered my work desk with a hot pink sparkly tablecloth. So my whole desk is pink sparkly. I've got like unicorns and princess and cute things all over my desk. And I was like, yes? Oh my god, I should even like, no. So it's still in the plastic because like, how crazy is that? 20 minutes before this started. So I, of course, am gonna do a walkthrough. I like to do them as first impressions though. So I didn't want to open it until I could film it. So I'm gonna film it right after this is done. And then that will be going up the week of May 6th, I want to say. So keep an eye out for that. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so just honored and excited. Yes. Anyway, so I guess I should stop gushing about that. But I need to find a good background. Darn it, my good background for this is at work. But I am not gonna wait because I want to use it. I'm gonna go sort that out. Okay, and disregard the, what do I think that is? Weed whacker? I feel like it's a weed whacker. We're outside, obviously, in the garden. Should I do some garden updates? Maybe I should. What have I shown? I don't think much. I'm out here though because, oh my gosh, I'm sitting in my, are you kidding? Who's she? Anyway, I got some seeds. Pink dandelions. Like, if I'm gonna have, I mean, I am in the dandelions are not weeds camp, but it does crack me up just a little bit to think, like, if I'm gonna have weeds in my garden, might as well make them pink. What else did I get? Oh, calendula. And I got Persian violet, love in a mist. And then, hold on, let's back up. Where did I order from? I got some things from, well, these are Baker Creek. And they were having a deal where if you ordered a certain amount, you got surprise seeds. And one of mine was a lettuce that I think I'm going to save for next year or like the fall or something. Because I already have a bunch of lettuce planted. But then I also got bok choy. Oh, so I'm going to plant it. And then these are Renee's garden, which, how cute is that package? I got a bunch of other stuff. But I'm either going to do the clear, like, milk jug sewing method with those, or I'm just not ready, like, warm enough out yet. But these I'm gonna plant. So I have to decide where. I don't really know. Well, I know the bok choy will go with where my lettuce is. And the calendula and the Levin Mist will go in the garden. And then the pink dandelions I'm just gonna kind of scatter on some bare spots in our grass. So I'm gonna do that. I'm so excited. Okay, let's get into my favorites from the month. Why don't we? I can't believe it's already May. Oh my gosh. But I'm so excited. We are into gardening season now. I was just checking the weather and it looks like I can start transitioning like my warm weather things outside like next week. It's gonna be in the 50s at night. It looks like next week. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Anyway, we're gonna start with books I read this month. I read 2 this month, or finished 2. The first one being A Sorceress Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher. Now this was an early release copy that is absolutely a huge perk of being a librarian, is you can kind of sign up on this website to get some early release copies. So I'm a huge fan of T. Kingfisher. So when this popped up there, I was like, yes. I realized too that between last month and this month, I've just been like alternating between this author and the next author, funny enough. Anyway, A Sorceress Comes to Call did not disappoint. I love T. Kingfisher's books so much, and this just was like, it was so good. And I was just talking to someone too about how oftentimes when there are books where the main characters are teenagers, that when you're reading it, it's actually very easy to sort of in your mind forget that they're teenagers and just kind of replace them and be like adult character, because oftentimes they are like written in a very adult way and make decisions in a very like adult way, like fully formed prefrontal cortex. You know what I mean? Where it's like, where every once in a while when I'm reading a book that's like the character is 18 and they make a certain decision and then I remember they're 18, I'm like, wait a second. That's like really doesn't seem to track. But T. Kingfisher, I think, does a very good job at writing teenage characters in a way where it's like you just consistently remember like, oh my gosh, like, they're so young. But I mean that in like in such a good way. I just think that they like really capture the age so well. And so I say that, I don't really know if this is YA or adult book, I don't know, but the main character is 14, and it just, the way that throughout you're just so aware of like, oh my gosh, like she's only 14, you know, like, but in the best way. I just thought this book was so awesome. Such amazing, like, historical fantasy, which is really my favorite genre, honestly. Loved that one. It comes out August 6th, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And then the second book I finished was the second in the Emily Wilde series. So this was Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands by Heather Fawcett. Again, didn't disappoint. I loved the Encyclopedia of Fairies. I talked about that in my last month about like the journey I kind of had to take with it, but it ended up being an absolute 5-star read for me, and this one was too. Really such a good sequel. The third book comes out in February. I can't wait. Like, these books were good to the point where I want to buy them, to just like have them on my own bookshelf, you know what I mean? Like as little trophies, because they're also so pretty. So those are the books I finished last month. So I don't think I got through as many as I have in previous months. It was a bit of a slower reading month, but that's okay. And the reason is because I've really gotten into gaming again this last month, which has been so fun. I really, like, I've been gaming, but it's like that really felt like what I wanted to be doing this month. Specifically, the game Wildflowers. I have been loving so much. If you are a fan of farming sims, like just cozy, witchy games, and you haven't played this, give it a try. It's so much fun. Such a great storyline. All of the NPCs are fully voiced. It's so good. I'm like doing this part of my video, but I'm like, I don't want to speed through it because I love doing these videos, but at the same time I'm like, okay, I want to go play my game. You know what I mean? So yes, loving that. That's another big favorite. What do we want to talk about next? My cards for the month. I had Grandmother Tortoise with Equanimity and Strength. So, as usual, these cards, they really played out. This Grandmother Tortoise is all about taking necessary pause, practicing kind of patience with yourself. And then, which I thought was really interesting paired with this Strength card that's got the humpback whale on it, because at least when I think of whales, I think of creatures that like, they're huge. They don't move super quickly. Like when you watch them swim too, it feels like this kind of like, I'm saying like a lot, so sorry. It just feels so peaceful. Like when I see videos of them swimming, it feels as if you're taking a pause in that way. And that was a big, I would say, lesson and achievement partially from this month, was really learning to take things a bit more slowly, give myself breaks when I need it, and not feel bad about it. Like actually today is a great example of that, because where I work, we follow the fiscal year, so we don't start over in January, we start over in July. And so we're getting to that end of the year where I realized I have days to take off that are use it or lose it, and the reason I haven't used them yet was because I feel very odd just taking a random day off of work when there's not really a set reason behind doing so. Like I don't think to do it. It feels odd to me to just say like, hey, I'm gonna take this random Wednesday off like I'm doing today. But I'm really challenging myself because I also did that 2 weeks ago on a Wednesday, and it felt like such a good break. Like I just felt so good that week. And so I'm realizing just the value in doing that for myself. So yes, these cards really, really ended up playing out in such a great way. Good lessons to learn. Yeah. So anyway, let's get into the decks. Right? Is there anything else to share? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's kind of been a slower month for me. It's been really nice. So yeah, let's get into the decks. We're going to start off with this pairing. The Majick Cottage Oracle and the Heartwood Tarot, which is going up for pre-order in 2 days. From when I post this, May 3rd. It will be available for pre-order. I can't wait. They released new coins too that are going with it, and they look so cute. I'm not usually, like, I don't really use coins or feel a desire to get coins, but I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about this one because I'm like, it's so cute. Alright, let's see how well I can show these two. I can't remember too if I showed these in my last month's favorites. I don't know, but I used these together a ton again this month, and I just feel like they are such a great pair because both of them center around these very magical feeling woodland cottages that are completely just lived in by the woodland creatures. The Majick Cottage takes it a bit more to a fantasy space than I feel Heartwood does, but I think in that way they kind of like lend well to each other, where this brings like just a little bit extra kind of imaginative whimsy, where this brings it to back to a space where it's like, no, but this could be real, you know what I mean? So I just think they look amazing together. I love how they read together. It's so cozy, especially we had quite a few days this month where it was rainy in the morning and beautiful outside in the afternoon, and so using this combo on that rainy early spring morning was just perfection. So good. I love these decks together. So they might have been my favorites last month, but they're certainly a favorite again because I used them all month long. So that is the Majick Cottage Oracle, and this is the early release copy of Heartwood, but again, May 3rd. These will be up for pre-order, so as usual, I'll have all the links and stuff below. So yeah, loved those. What do I want to do next? Let's talk about the other early release. I don't know. This month I feel like I've been so like just floored and honored by the early release copies I've been able to view, including this next one, but I also recently got the Little Bird Tarot, which is now funding on Kickstarter by Shayna, and it's not in this video only because I've only gotten to use it like once or twice, but it's so beautiful. It's been one of those months where it's like, wow, like this community we're in is so cool, and I feel so lucky to be trusted with that kind of thing and like just get to experience that. So cool. And so, that being said, my next favorite, of course, the Unicorn's Journey Tarot. This is an early copy by Lisa Pez. Look at my little bag! Isn't this so cute? This is another favorite. This is probably my favorite bag I made this month because it's so cute. I started and finished this while watching Lisa's live, what would you call it? Not release party, but it was a launch party is what she called it. So this is still funding on Kickstarter. If you haven't backed, you still have a chance. I'm pretty sure all of the stretch goals are unlocked, if not most of them. I'm so excited. This deck is going to be so perfect and amazing, and even like this copy now feels perfect and amazing. So like to think that there's going to be even more kind of just added to it, amazing. But I just can't get enough of this. Like I really can't. I mean, besides the fact of it just so what's the word? Not outrightly is the only word I can really think of right now. So it so outrightly, obviously, I don't know, has the amazing energy just of Lisa put into this deck. I think that's what I'm trying to say, but I'm not finding the words of it. Like, using this deck, I can feel the just energy and care she put into it, but it also has the energy of her. I'm hoping you're understanding what I'm saying, because I am not finding the right words, but it's like, just using this, it feels so just inviting and supportive and kind, which is just the energy Lisa gives off. And so even beyond that fact of having that like built into this deck, it's just so immersive, and you just get really into Mystic's story, which is the main unicorn's name. And just for some reason this month, viewing my life through the lens of the story of Mystic has just felt so comforting and healing. And the fact that for each of the cards you get a tarot message, like upright reversed, but then a self-worth message. It's just been everything. Like, really, it's been everything. And I've only had this for 10 days now, but I was flipping through my tarot journal, which is always what I do, because I've got some obvious favorites I can think of, but I just like to go through my journal, which you will have seen already, and just to see, like, okay, what did I use? What did I use a lot? And I used this so much, and I'm still using this and just carrying it around with me. I just want it with me. You know what I mean? It's one of those decks, so big favorite. I cannot wait. The walkthrough I had so much fun, and I think, or I know, but I think I'm gonna do it today because I've got a huge pile next to me. I'm gonna do a dedicated, basically Dawn Michelle style, playing with pairs with this deck, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So big favorite this month, Unicorn's Journey. Last but not least, and another, you know, I really like this bag too, actually. I'm gonna tie it up so that I can get the full effects. But I used it this morning, so that's why it was untied. Okay. Is the bee tarot. Look at the little bee charms. So cute. I've just been having, I didn't think this is one I was gonna want. Because, I don't know, middle of winter me was like, why would I want a deck that's all about bees? But now that it's spring, I'm remembering, like, wait, I love bees. I just don't remember that fact when it's the dead of winter, but I can't stop using this one. I feel like I've been rotating between these three tarots, truly. And I'm just loving this one. It's on that new kind of linen feel cardstock. The art is beautiful. Again, I'm obsessed with the bee theme. The guidebook is great. And what I've been pairing this with is the Seasons of the Witch Beltane, which, you know, maybe I should just show that too. Because I would say that might be a favorite. I used that this morning because it is currently Beltane today. So happy Beltane. Yeah, we gotta do it this way, just cause. Okay. They worked so nicely together. And because, I mean, the Beltane, I mean, look at the backs. Very bee, honey heavy too, which is what made me think to pair them, but I really loved how they read together too. They just felt like the perfect pairing for this time of year. So even though Beltane is today, I'm gonna keep this one out because I just am really loving these two decks together. Although I do want to explore some more pairings with this one, because I've pretty much, since I've gotten it, exclusively used these two together because they just were magic from the start. I love them. I use this so much this month. Yeah, so I'd say, yeah, both of these are favorites from the month, I would say. And that's my last one to show today. So, other than that, I'd love to know what your favorites from the month were. What decks did you use? What were you excited about? Did you do anything fun? I love to hear. But other than that, that's all I have for you today and this month. But I'll see you again very soon.